In today's news, Premier presents a 2025 budget address. Heavy rains trigger flooding, delayed opening of businesses as well as school closures. Legislators evaluate damage of flooding. DOUGHTY updates following visit. Rotary Club Sunrise of Road Town installs first Interact Club of Anegada. COP29 underway. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
Hi, my name is Judy, VI Motors Operations Assistant, and today I'm here with Ding, one of our mechanics, and we are going to show you how you can check your engine oil level, as it's an essential part in maintaining your engine's health. First, let's pop the hood. Here's the oil dipstick. We'll pull it out, wipe it clean with a cloth, reinsert it, and pull it out again to get an accurate oil level reading. As you can see, the oil level should be between the minimum and maximum markers on the dipstick. If it's below the minimum, it's time to add some oil. Checking your oil level is simple yet a crucial task. Make sure to do it regularly to keep your engine running smoothly. And remember, if you're not sure about your vehicle's specific oil requirements, always consult your owner's manual or a professional mechanic at VI Motors. We offer a diverse range of top quality engine oils, so visit us at Dove's Bottom or our location at Patch Point, Virgin Gorda, or call us at 494-2496 or visit us on our website at www.vimotors.com.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service.
Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Monday, November 11th, 2024. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Monday is wished to each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, Premier and Minister of Finance Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Whitley today presented to the Virgin Islands the 2025 budget address. The theme of this year's budget address is laying the blocks of success, and it marks the second budget address under Whitley's administration. Premier Whitley started off by reflecting on the progress of 2024, touching on sectors such as tourism, which he said exceeded the original projected numbers.
With the BVI Tourist Board's enhanced marketing efforts, it is anticipated that overnight visitors through the end of 2024 would maintain and may even surpass the rate of growth in the first half of the year. It is projected by the end of the year, visitor arrivals would surpass 1 million visitors. Madam Speaker, at this level of visitor arrivals, we can anticipate that the tourism industry will generate approximately $445 million in revenue circulating through the economy. Madam Speaker, this month, we'll see the return of Peter Island Resort, our last major resort to return to full service following the 2017 hurricanes, bringing us back to pre-2017 room inventory levels. Naniki is also on the cusp of their expansion project, and several new projects advancing to developments such as the planned hotel development at Port Purcell by local investor Joma Properties.
Premier Whitley also touched on the figures relating to the financial services industry.
Notwithstanding, the Financial Services Commission remains optimistic about the Virgin Islands' continuing ability to provide top-class financial services to service providers and their clients. 2024 bears out this optimism, as new incorporation volumes and revenue are on the incline over the same period in 2023, despite the challenges. At the end of June 2024, new incorporations stood at 13,006, which was an increase of 25.7% when compared to June 2023. We anticipate this trend to continue through the end of 2024, and new incorporations will outperform 2023 actuals by around 14.3%. Madam Speaker, the Commission continues to play a crucial role in implementing appropriate and robust regulatory standards of regulation and supervision for entities operating in or from within the BVI, as well as facilitating international cooperation to combat illicit finance.
A more detailed breakdown of the 2025 budget will be available in tomorrow's newscast. Heavy rainfall over the period of several hours led to several flooding across the low-lying areas of Tortola this morning, leaving roads impassable, damaged vehicles, and prompting authorities to issue urgent warnings to residents. The Department of Disaster Management estimated about 5 inches of rainfall today, over 3 of which fell during a period of just 4 hours in the wee hours of the morning. The flooding has wreaked havoc in several communities, including Road Town, Seacoast Bay, Parkwood Pond, and West End. Some cars were partially submerged or damaged by debris, and reports emerge of compromised roads, adding to safety concerns. Images and videos circulating on social media depict scenes of chaos, with floodwaters turning streets into what some considered rivers. Alarmingly, there have also been reports of vehicle break-ins, as some individuals took advantage of the disaster's aftermath. Virgin Gorda experienced also some flooding as well in the areas of Spanish Town. The flooding serves as a stark reminder of the region's vulnerability, especially as the hurricane season continues until November 30th. Authorities have emphasized that climate change has made weather patterns increasingly unpredictable, stressing the need for heightened preparedness as well as vigilance. Residents are urged to remain cautious as cleanup efforts continue. As a result, the Ministry of Education announced the closure of all public schools across the Virgin Islands today, following a recommendation from the Department of Disaster Management. The decision, viewers, comes in response to adverse weather conditions, including anticipated cloudy spells, showers, as well as thunderstorms that are expected to impact the territory throughout the day. In a statement released early Monday, the Ministry of Education emphasized that the safety of students and staff remains of top priority and urged teachers to support continued learning by providing assignments through online platforms wherever possible, recognizing that some areas were experiencing electricity outages. St. George's Secondary School also released a notice to parents and guardians echoing the ministry's sentiments and confirming as well the school's closure. Similarly, H. Stoud Community College announced the closure of both its campuses on Tortola as well as Virgin Gorda due to the weather. Also affected was the BVI Health Services Authority, which issued an advisory warning advising the public of potential delays of cancellations, in addition to the clinic services as well as outpatient appointments at its healthcare facilities. Banks, some businesses, as well as government offices, as a result, had shortened operational hours. Up next, viewers, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Pop the Balloon or Find the Connection. Let's meet our first contender, ladies. Okay, Joey, so do you have any toxic traits?
I'm very restrictive. I don't give more time. What you get is what you get. I don't like to give unlimited time. That's it.
Okay, can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
That's a little too restricted for me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, ladies, so let's meet our second contender.
Sorry, excuse me. Why did you pop a balloon? I could give you minutes, data, unlimited call, overseas call, fiber. What else you need?
My friend used to date you. You are scam. She used to be for everything and more. Nothing to offer.
Okay, ladies, let's welcome our last contender. You look nice. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you. My name is Christian Charles Thomas. They call me C Sweetie.
What do you have to offer these ladies?
Well, security, trust, unlimited time, and a pretty fast.
Okay, so do you have any deal breakers?
Nah, but here's my number. 444-4444. E2, Vida Ilimitada.
Okay, guys, so no pop balloons.
For a fast, reliable, and secure connection for your personal or business life, call us at 444-4444 or visit any of our CCT stores and we'll get you connected with the perfect match for you.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Moving right along. With heavy rainfall in the wee hours of Monday morning, the Virgin Islands experienced severe flooding, especially in low-lying areas across Tortola. Some roads were left almost impassable due to the rocks and other debris, while there have been reports of roads being compromised. Additionally, businesses experienced severe flooding. One particular area that we made focus on, prone to flooding, is the Fleming Street area in the capital of Road Town. I was on the ground, and including legislators, of course, at-large representative, the Honorable Lorna Smith, OBE, and Communications and Works Minister, the Honorable Kai M. Reimer. They provided an outlook. They were on the floor and provided an outlook as to the scene.
First time I am here on Fleming Street, and I am nothing short of embarrassed that every time it's the same complaint. The fact that flood drains are not cleared sufficiently. I appreciate that this is an area that is below, it's a low-lying area below Joe's Hill, and that whole area, and the water just comes down. But I am not sure that the drains are properly cleared. I am not sure that people are given, but they're given the notice, because we all see the notice of flooding. We knew since Saturday. But I am nothing short of embarrassed that nothing can be done to help these business people. And the sad part is that the insurance companies, I am told, are now saying that this is a low-lying flooding area, and so they are reluctant to support them with insurance. So we have to find some way to support these people as members of the House of Assembly.
Smith bemoaned the need to support businesses more in such times.
Where we have to do more than coming and seeing them. I believe that I can't speak for the government anymore, but I hope that the government will use some of the resources that it has from the loan funding to really help these people. This is one side we're on, which is clothing, but on the other side with Aladdin and jewelry and Royal Shop on the other side, they sadden me more than anywhere else, especially Royal Shop. They're totally frustrated. And this is about the third or fourth time. Yes, we can see the water truck the fire truck is there to clean the streets, to clear the streets. But we have to be, and there are 2 cruise ships in today. I feel in a way sorry for the people who are just wandering around and seeing Tortola at its worst.
Flooding has begun and reported in the capital city, Road Town, as well as in Hannah's Estate, Seacoast Bay, Parkwood Pond, and West End, as well as 6th District, including Purcell Estate and Boggs Bay. The Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull, 2nd District Representative, when contacted, stated that he was off island at the time and was scheduled to return later this afternoon. However, based on photos and videos of his district, there is still much work, he said, to be done.
I've received pictures and videos throughout the district from Just Van Dyke, Tortola, Windy Hill, Kingan, and Bruce Bay, where there have been a number of walls that have fallen down, a number of hillsides that have eroded, a number of guts that are caused flooded in schools. Ivan Dawson School is flooded out, and some other areas, people's homes are being affected. Spooners continues to face their challenges because the roadways are not paved, and it is causing additional costs to keep grading up the road when the rain just erodes the works that are done. So the people on Just Van Dyke, there's a couple areas that the roadways are blocked, that we have to wait to get it assessed and then get the machinery to clean it out, as well as down in Mount Healthy and going over to the Windy Hill where that wall has collapsed.
Communications and Works Minister, the Honorable Kai M. Reimer, was also on the ground and spoke to myself on the damages assessed at the time.
Well, it's cleaned up now. We have the people, fire out who will be washing down the street after doing some cleanup and moving some of the mud that you'll see that is happening right here. Another unfortunate situation, and we sympathize with the business owners in the area. We've had quite a lot of rain in the last few hours, and this is a result of it. And I can't say that some blame wouldn't be taken on the guts not being properly cleared, but we've been having quite a lot of rain in the last few weeks, and this is the result of it here today.
He particularly spoke about Fleming Street in particular being flood prone.
This area, we know it's started below sea level. And this area continues to flood. We have a lot of rain coming off the hill from the Joe Hill side, the other side, and it all comes together right here, hence it floods. Within the funds allocated, we are hoping to address the Joe Hill area so that we can mitigate against flooding in these low-lying areas. So that is the plan. And it's like I say, I sympathize with what is happening. This has been a long-standing issue, but most definitely we'll tackle it as we understand what the challenges are.
The British Virgin Islands will remain under the potential threat of direct UK rule as the Order in Council, an instrument enabled by the UK to suspend the BVI's constitution, remains in place following the recent visit of UK Overseas Territories Minister Stephen Doughty. During his visit, Doughty announced that while discussions are progressing, a final discussion and decision on whether to lift the Order in Council will be deferred until early of 2025. In a recent statement posted by Government of the Virgin Islands Information Services on November 7th, Minister Doughty explained that the timeline and requirements for lifting the order, which was enacted following the Commission of Inquiry reports that revealed governance issues within the territory, despite, he said, concerted efforts from Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia De Wheatley and, of course, BVI officials to negotiate his removal. Doughty emphasized that the decision hinges on an extensive review and transparent assessment process.
So while the reforms themselves will take time to deliver real change on the ground, I am certain that they will benefit the territory and its people in the longer term. And I've had very constructive conversations with the government and a range of other representatives on that. In the meetings, I've also set out clearly the process by which the UK will review the progress being made for considering whether the Order in Council can be lifted. And this follows a discussion I had in London in September with the Premier and Governor. And it's important to be transparent about that process, which will consist of a final review by the Governor, a self-assessment by the BVI government, short visits by FCDO officials to look at some key areas. And I've also asked the Governor to establish a means by which his office can receive any submission from the public on this process. It's important that your voices are heard in this process, and we will ensure that that takes place. I'm then going to discuss the conclusions with the Foreign Secretary and with the government here in BVI and the Governor, and agree the next steps, including around the Order in Council. And I hope that this will be happening in the first part of next year.
During his two-day visit from November 4th to the 6th, Doughty met with BVI leaders to assess the territory's advancements in governance reforms, financial services, as well as other critical areas, including security and climate resilience. Minister Doughty expressed that observing the BVI's progress firsthand was essential for evaluating its readiness for self-governance and autonomy.
I've long been an advocate for our overseas territories, and I'm passionate about our relationship and our shared family. And during this visit, it's been a pleasure to meet with a range of people, from government to public services, to the police, to community organisations, voluntary organisations and businesses, as well as representatives of the financial sector, and to understand the kind of challenges that are facing the territory, ranging from climate resilience and nature, the impact of changes in the international financial services industry, and of course governance reforms. And crucially, we've also been talking about security here, and the impact that difficulties are having on people's lives and businesses.
Now, the announcement, viewers, has drawn mixed reactions within the territory, as some view the continued presence of the order as an obstacle to self-governance, while others see it as a necessary accountability measure following the COI findings. Up next, viewers, much more on the local and regional scene.
CCT Internet just got better. The best plan of service for any weather. We got fire. That's fiber. With lots of speed. Starts at $119 and has free IPTV. If you want to go home and start to stream, you should probably get Go Fast LTE. What school? Right now it's back to school. So when you sign up, we've got something for you. Sign up for Fire or Go Fast LTE. And you, my friend, get a tablet for free. I said sign up for Fire or Go Fast LTE. And you, my friend, get a tablet for free. It's back to school time with CCT. Offer valid while supplies last. CCT, Life Unlimited.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Moving right along. The Rotary Club Sunrise of Rotown installed the first Interact Club at the Claudia Creaky Educational Center on Friday, November 8, 2024. In addition, new members were also installed in the Early Act Club on Anegada. The club, in an official release, said, and I quote, "This is a proud moment at Claudia Creaky Educational Center, as well as their involvement will be seen through the various activities, leadership roles, and initiatives by the students." Rotary President Faye Smith-Penn of Rotary Club Sunrise of Rotown congratulated and addressed the newly installed Interact Club, as well as the Early Act members, to create magical experiences through the environment, literacy, and peace, and encourage them to truly make an impact in their school, Anegada, British Virgin Islands, worldwide, as well as to create lasting change in their communities and in themselves. Assistant Governor Rosemary Flax enlightened the students about the stories behind this year's theme, The Magic of Rotary, which was birthed from the experience of a citizen in a disenfranchised area who received clean water from a murky water source for the very first time. Through such an experience and other initiatives, Flax indicated that the newly installed club can improve club society as well as make Anegada and their school better as they become leaders of change and foster a spirit of giving and, of course, spirit of excellence. Dr. Natalie Cato, principal of the Claudia Creaky Educational Center, addressed the newly installed Interact members and referred to the ceremony as an important milestone and meaningful commitment, and informed them that they are joining, and I quote, tradition of excellence. UN Climate Change Executive Secretary Simon Steele delivered an impressive call for unity and decisive action at the opening of the 29th UN Climate Change Conference in Baku, emphasizing the urgency of achieving ambitious outcomes in the combat of climate change crises. Steele began and acknowledging the transition from the former presidency, and of course stressing that in difficult times, humanity's resilience and determination must drive climate action, using, of course, the example he recounted standing with his neighbor, 85-year-old Florence from Kakuchu, whose home was destroyed by Hurricane Beryl. He underscored the devastating human toll of climate change.
What inspires me is human ingenuity and determination. Our ability to get knocked down and to get up again over and over again until we accomplish our goals. The lady I'm standing with in this picture is my neighbor Florence in Carriacou. In July this year, this was us standing in all that remained of her home after the devastation of Hurricane Beryl. At 85, Florence has become one of the millions of victims of runaway climate change this year alone. She was focused on one thing: being strong for her family and strong for her community. And there are people like Florence in every country on earth, knocked down and getting back up again. This UNFCCC process is the only place we have to address the rampant climate crisis and to credibly hold each other to account, to act on it.
Steele stressed the importance of finalizing key goals, including setting a new goal, climate change finance targeting and operationalizing international carbon markets under Article 6. Additionally, he called for systemic reforms to provide fiscal space for nations to cut and adopt effectively, framing climate finance not just as charity, but as a necessity for global stability as well as economic resilience.
We must agree a new global climate finance goal. If at least 2/3 of the world's nations cannot afford to cut emissions quickly, then every nation pays a brutal price. If nations can't build resilience into supply chains, the entire global economy will be brought to its knees. No country is immune. So let's dispense with the idea that climate finance is charity. An ambitious new climate finance goal is entirely in the self-interest of every single nation, including the largest and the wealthiest. But it's not enough to just agree on a goal. We must work harder to reform the global financial system, giving countries the fiscal space they so desperately need. And here in Baku, we must get international carbon markets up and running by finalizing Article 6. We need to move on mitigation so targets from Dubai are realized. We mustn't let 1.5 slip out of reach. And even as temperatures rise, the implementation of our agreements must claw them back. Clean energy and infrastructure investment will reach $2 trillion in 2024, almost twice that of fossil fuels. The shift to clean energy and climate resilience will not be stopped.
Highlighting the unstoppable momentum toward clean energy, Steele projected that investment in clean energy and infrastructure would reach $2 trillion in 2024, outspacing fossil fuels. He emphasized the need for adaptation and targets, better transparency, and continuous support for loss and damage mechanisms to, of course, ensure that all nations can benefit from climate progress. Steele also introduced upcoming initiatives, including the launch of Climate Plan campaign to aid countries in submitting their third round of nationally determined contributions and the revival of climate weeks in 2024 to align with the UNFCCC's goals. Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284media.com. Of course, follow us on our WhatsApp channel for daily updates. Tweet4Media on Facebook and Tweet4BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. A happy Monday. Goodbye.